So do you have like wildlife experiences that you can share that you've had during the field, like a lion waking up in the middle of treatment or something?
Oh yeah, almost recently. You know, I say never say never.
Yeah.
I always say it, but it's like I don't remember.
Yeah.
So there's this time I was in Amboseli, which is just Juicy, May, I think May or June. And there was a lion, a huge, beautiful lion. He was in the middle of the community. And it was at the time when they were having issues, when they just had that lion conflict.
Yeah.
And they killed some lions.
Some lions, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and so we had that he was in the middle of the community, and we're like, no, we need to get him out and move him somewhere safer.
Yeah.
So those were some of the mitigation measures that we were using.
Yeah.
And I'm so used to lions in Nairobi Park and others actually. I've never had a lion who's really sumbuad me.
Aggressive, yeah.
To even that. They don't play hide and seek per se. They'll be in a bush somewhere, but you can get a clearing so that you can be able to dart.
Okay.
This guy was running around like he was literally playing hide and seek with us. But I managed to get him. And then I told the guys in the car, okay, now that we've darted him, let's just give him some time. We've seen where he's gone in, so there's no need to,
to quickly rush.
And it takes 10 minutes, so let's let the dawa take its time. So we sat in the car, 8 minutes down. I was like, okay, now let's start moving in and try and check how he is. When we go to the place where we had originally seen him go in, he had left.
Oh.
Another thing about cats.
Yeah.
They hide very well. So you're thinking he's there. He's gone.
He's gone. Okay.
So.
And it's difficult finding him now because he's drowsy.
Probably drowsy, yeah. But I knew he's not gone too far because that he wouldn't get too far.
Yeah.
So we were with some of the community members. Maasais were around there, and they were like, "Okay, let's look for him." And they jumped out of the car and started walking. I was like, Mimi, no, a lion, not. I'm not going to look for it on foot. So I told the driver, let's go ahead like this, because they tend to go in circles some of the time. So he's probably going to go like this and come back. As we were driving, one of the community members had spotted the tail. It's like, oh, there. I'm like, yeah, we're in the right track. So at the time, normally when you go to the field, we are usually the vet and capture team. Yeah. And the capture rangers are very experienced. They know how to handle an animal when it has been sedated or even when it has not. So they have that, and we work as a team. But at this time, I believe there was some exercise going on, so we were short-staffed. I am the one who went alone, the vet, and so I got rangers on the ground.
Okay, to help you.
Yeah, to help me.
Yeah.
So normally, one of the things the capture ranger does is to ensure that the animal has slept, and then now we blindfold the animal to protect the eyes and all that stimuli, and then now remove him if he's in a bad position. We place him properly and things like that. So I'm the one to do that now. I was like, no biggie. So I tell the driver, just drive directly to where he is so that he can get out and make sure he's asleep.
Yeah. And
then we begin what we need to do, because we are going to collar him.
Yep.
So I poke. Seems fine. I was like, great. I didn't have a blindfold on me, but I had a hat. So I said, let me get my hat from the car. Came, picked the hat, and I'm standing right next to, I wish I could draw this. I was standing right next to him, like on his neck, on which side. The animal is lying on my right. Yeah. So I'm standing at his neck so that I can position his neck properly. So his
mouth is facing you?
No, he's actually seated like this, like crouching like a cat.
Like a cat, okay.
Yes, but then his head was like this. Okay. So I needed to put the blindfold on, then put his head properly, turn him to his side so that he breathes properly. Yeah. I went to place the hat on his eyes.
Yeah, and you always blindfold animals when you're working on them, yeah?
Yes,
okay.
Always.
Always, okay.
Yes. And See, his head was like this. He turned like this.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, I am dead. This is the day I die.
Yeah.
I was so... I'm not a flight person. I think I have different reactions to different things, but
yeah.
I've been noticing, I don't think I'm a fight.
You're a fight person.
I'm a
So like,
fight.
come by
I
and
won't
buy.
freeze,
Yeah.
We are here. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
so everyone, I was surrounded by men. Then I was the only lady,
Oh my
actually,
God.
as usual.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
Most of the times,
I'm
yeah.
always
Yeah.
alone. So all the men had jumped onto the car.
Mm-hmm.
They were on top of the roof of the car. In fact, the driver had come out of the car, I think, to help me look for a blindfold when I was trying to. He found his seat taken.
Wow.
There were like 3 people in the driver's seat that closed the doors. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
In my head, normally when this happens, you know that they're a bit light, so you can hand inject the animal so that they can sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, I think my first reaction was, okay, move back and look for the dawa to top up.
Yeah.
So it's the guys in the car who are telling me. I moved behind, and then I was looked like I was searching for something. I usually have like a funny pack where we put our emergency drugs and stuff. And the lion has woken up, literally on his feet.
Oh my God.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So he was on his feet and he was now walking away.
Oh, so he
walked
wasn't even
ahead.
like trying to attack you or anything?
No.
Okay.
He walked ahead. That's when I knew, okay, I can't hand inject this guy. I need to dart him again.
Yeah.
So made another dart real quick.
Yeah. And is it
Followed him and then darted him.
Is it because he was bigger or the adrenaline kicked in so hard that it countered the first dart?
It could be both, because he was huge, and then the first dart went in perfectly. So I was like, why is this guy awake? But it happens. We find that sometimes in the field where you've given the right dose and everything constant, like all factors constant, but you find the animal either doesn't sleep or sleeps too fast. Just like humans, animals have their own physiological state. Like when you're going to surgery, sometimes the anesthesiologist will ask you questions like, do you drink, do you smoke? Small things affect the delivery of the anesthetic drug. So I believe in animals there are also things that maybe diet or physiological state at that time, even adrenaline, just like you've said, adrenaline just completely antagonizes the drug. So that's why we normally, when we dart, we leave the animal quiet and on its own for some time, so that the drug can just circulate very fast into the brain.
Thank you so much for watching that highlight video. If you want to watch the full conversation that we had on the game drive, click here. I'm going to put it here. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even share with anyone who would be interested in this conversation. It helps my channel and it helps me make more videos like this. Asante. Bye.